everyone, welcome to T's room, wind down sessions. Grab a wine and wind down with me. Hey baby, can I propose we do something different? Maybe take a trip. When I travel my mind, maybe you can go in. You'll see all the things I've been wanting to say to you, like, donkey, can I stay with you? Or maybe you can stay with me because you ain't got a place, you see, and I'm sure your mum's house is nice, but what would she think when she sees me? How are you going to keep a woman like this when your last job only lasted 3 weeks? My son, maybe your life needs a few tweaks. And I'll say, no, it's okay. I'm a fixer. I worked on him all day, to which she replies, oh darling, that's what I'd say. Now I've got 8 kids, need some child support and a court day. So I'm like, damn, it's time to get away from here. But I'm stubborn, you see, and I never quite reached the climax with you, but we're so nearly there. So I'll keep you around until we reach the goal. Then we'll go from there. I'm sweet like that. Come baby, let me stroke your hair. Let's talk about everything. Like your commitment issues, or the fake I'm issues, or how it got harder to kiss you and how your lies made me dismiss you. No, let's rewind back to happier times when you came to watch my headline and I became the headline for your shitty life paper. I think that's what the problem was. You came around me and left your self-esteem at home, which meant everything you thought about yourself rang true, and you put on me until I put it back on you. The one who lit up my world before turning those same lights off. You put the matchstick out in the rain, you put the joint down in the puddle of champagne, you ashed out that joint down the kitchen sink drain, and my feelings are dwindling, I don't feel the same. I tried to love you better, but you were sick. And my love medicine was loving you even more. But I realised I can keep sending flowers to the hospital that your heart is at, but will eventually still flatline. So baby, I wish I can put some words in your mouth so you can say them to me. Or maybe I can write you some songs so you can play them to me. And for some reason so badly I wanted it to be you. But it wasn't even worth me confronting you because we weren't even official. Girls, it's never been about you, it's about who's ready to give them a girlfriend with no commitment. So you work all week with no remitment and you feel like a shipment that can be returned in about 28 days. That's about how long we lasted. We're on the beach, skin shining with SPF we thought we'd never need. We sat back and took knowledge from trees and you'd nap on my bosoms like you needed a feed, you big fucking baby. It's okay though. We're only away for like 4 weeks, then you actually went away. But for what it's worth, I loved every second I spent with you. Yeah, me too. So much so that I don't want bad things to happen to you. Well, not majorly bad things, just I hope the zipper gets stuck on your foreskin. I hope the bag breaks on you when you take out the bin. I hope you're not ready for that meeting when your manager walks in. I hope your manager calls you on Teams 8 times a day. I hope you're not ready on the way. I hope your train gets stuck on the way to get that trim you so badly need. I hope the barber fucks it up and makes it look like the Twin Peaks. I hope he pushes your hairline so back that you have to wear a do-rag for like 8 weeks. I want to see you in a do-rag for 8 weeks. I let the sun go down without telling you how I really feel. If there's there's anything I can tell you that's really real, is this. When it came to you, I reserved your place, but I had to ask you, will you keep a place for me? I know you're partly covered by the painters before me, but these pieces aren't done by me. See, I have a style that's different. I'll hold the brush by the end so I can paint gently. I'll take my time, just like the time we went on a cheap vacation and time felt still. Moving, but it felt still, like we were the sun and time was the earth and it was orbiting around us. I could paint that on you. But maybe I should draw in pencil so that someone else won't feel like they're not part of the story, the one that I know too well. You can go from frying eggs every day to frying your brain every other. And I've heard all that emotional stuff, but it's getting harder to bother. Because every time I deal with it, it's just a matter of time until there's another. And I'm feeling like the other. The one that's got my shit so together I could probably be a mother. And I people the so-called heartbreak. But that's nothing to do with me. Friends dropping off outside opinions, that's nothing to do with me. And these days it's less about who you really are, but more about what you can do in the sheets. Less about living in the moment, more about taking pics and keeping receipts. And less about making any progress, but doing the same shit on repeat. And less about feeling safe, but women actually running from the police. And for some people, it's less about black people going missing in the streets, but this painted skin is dangerous and it's got everything to do with me. Who thought I'd look at nothing and look back at us and see no difference, like I can't tell down from up? Maybe a tab on your tongue will give you luck. Maybe a half will get you unstuck from the vicious cycle, like an ex coming back like clockwork for the updated version. But I need that to stay far away from me, like subconversion. And there's a lot on my chest, but I want to say, but I'll hold it in, and that's weighty. But you didn't hold back and you spilled the green beans, and that's crazy. And it's true what they say, that true colours are coming out lately. Because the hue was bashfully bright, but now it's looking kind of hazy. And now it's looking kind of shady. And I know your opinion of me would change if I decided to change me, but strangely you're in love with the same me until things turn hazy. Now I'm too lazy. Too lazy to figure out what's wrong again. Too lazy with this godforsaken pen. I'm not writing you any more love letters or drawing love on you. Nothing ever changes in your life, just the women. I'm assuming they know it too. Experience on me like painted skin. It's obstructive, like a job's worth. Between growing up and losing friends, I don't know what's worse. The blood is too thick. Please give me water. Or give me something so that my psyche will alter. And if not, I'll just go back to the time when I went on a vacation and time felt still. Moving, but it felt still, like we were the sun and time was the earth and it was orbiting around us. I painted that on you. Being alone and being in peace, I wonder what's the difference. They need love, you're holding back, so it's met with resistance. Using advice instead, a bit of green can go the distance. These days I'm done with P's and Q's, I'm done with all the niceness. Being too nice, be the D, that's how they then surprise us. They got the people focusing on cost of living crisis. It ain't about love, it ain't about trust, it's what the fucking price is. I've loved too hard, I've loved too weak, been left to my devices. Nobody loves, nobody trusts, we all just lust and leave it. You adjust, you meet your crush, that you just love to see it. But then you rush, go with your head, and you forget your heart. Just like a movie, it weren't real, but you sure played your part. It'll combust, it's not robust, and then the end comes. There's always an end. So I got used to the temporary. There was never any. Need to treasure that, cause something new comes like January. Only the value varies by something small, like they're not together, but he's still been with her. It's not a circle, it's a cylinder. I Okay, ain't love, something similar. Okay, ain't love, something similar. And I know you've been going through things. And I've just been growing through things. And every time I'd see you, we just lived, we didn't even need to do things. But now I'm doing some new things, and you're still doing those two things. It's either hot or cold, black or white, ignore the true things. Now we don't think like I used to. Now I don't drink like I used to. So now I don't think like I used to. I'm not the me that you're used to. Is that what confused you? Darling, you change if your mind had been misused too. Put your mind on airplane mode and take a mental cruise too. Or to tighten the loose screws. In another life, I'd love you. Play this song, let it hug you. Drop my hose, not above you. I'm lost to you. In another life, I'd trust you. In another life, we'd travel, brekkie in the pool, I'd love, not lust you. In another lifetime, I'd wait. For more than 4 months, I'd pray. I'd pray like every single day, like you were starving and prayer was a plate. In another lifetime, I'd stay. In another lifetime, I'd let you love me behind closed doors. Cause I believe the lie that my love for myself is smaller than yours. In another lifetime, I'd hold you and say that it's all okay. I'm not ready to be your girlfriend anyway. Plus, when it's private, you can always keep the evil eye at bay. You know you need longer to know for sure, that's what they say. So in another lifetime, I'd wait. But can we go back to the beginning when you were just a fan? Can we go back to when I never saw you as my man? Would I be bitter if I said that this should have never really began? Would it be mean if I said that you should have never stood a chance? Manipulation's a work of art. Paints a pretty picture. And so does your Insta. Paints a pretty pic. But compared to your Insta, your life is pretty shit. But I don't mean to go back and slip into bad habits and insult you because it didn't really work. It just felt like it was more than what it was worth. I know ideally for you, and in another life, I'd love you. Play this song, let it hug you. Drop my hose, none above you. I'm lost to you. In another life, I'd trust you. In another life, we'd travel, brekkie in the pool, I'd love, not lust you. In another lifetime, I'd wait. For more than 4 months, I'd pray. Pray like every single day, like you were starving and prayer was a play. In another lifetime, I'd stay. Mondays used to be my favourite. It meant I'd see you tomorrow. Those were the days I clocked out to live that part-time life. Now no days are my favourite, they all just merge, I don't savour it. There's no more time to make up for not living. So I do now. Because time flies when you have some and we don't have it anymore. I feel like 2016 was the best. I didn't need to think of the future. I was constantly wearing glasses, not just rose-tinted, more fuchsia. And in the future, if I could rewind, if I still had time, I'd see you tomorrow. I'd pick up every call I'd miss. I'd be there more when you needed. I'd stay another night. It's maybe two. Scratch that, I'll just live with you, because time flies when you have something. We don't have it anymore. It's no longer the same the more I go. And oh, how Mondays used to be my favourite, because it meant I'd see you tomorrow. I feel like 2016 was the best. I didn't need to think of the future. I was constantly wearing glasses, not just rose-tinted, more fuchsia. And in the future, if I still have time, if I could rewind, I wouldn't see you tomorrow. It's dawned on me that you can't go back to a time or back to an emotion. Back when I came home on my sister's birthday, that was the last time before I really left. Before I left the nest, before I became a guest in my own city. But I thought, maybe it's not me. Maybe I'm not losing touch. I've been squeezing my fist to hold on, but maybe I should loosen up. And maybe it was always going this way, because even the people I left, if I stayed, it would still be the same, because they became who they became. And it's not even to place blame, it's just lost time and things change. Like one day you go from notes to loose change, or from being best friends to being estranged. Now on Mondays I speak to Heather. 15 minutes every Monday to unpack the suitcases in my mind. They've been closed since the first holiday and I've had about 25, but even sometimes I find that the therapist doesn't get it. In 15 minutes, I'm trying to explain my spectrum and my limits that don't fit into 50 minutes, let alone a Monday. Just like my spirituality doesn't fit in church on a Sunday. And so much has changed since that Monday in 2016 or that Monday when I was 15. That's why sometimes I wish I could go back to when Mondays were my favourite. Thank you guys for winding down with me for the first of T's wind down sessions.